Hi, it's Savannah Ogwin from Savannah Land 2. Today I'd like to share a fun project that I titled Creating Friends. Basically, we're just making finger puppets and pencil toppers. Now this is a great project for literally any paper smooches, stamp set, or die. I actually thought of this project idea way before I stopped teaching. It started with pencil toppers, and I would call them little friends in my classroom. Now these friends would help my students take their regular and standardized test. It was fun for the kids to look up at their pencil topper and see a funny little character that would calm their nerves. Then I thought it would be a cute idea to create these little finger puppets out of the same images for the kids to play with in the classroom. This was a great opportunity for the kids to get creative with their imagination, and then they could tell stories and write them down. So this project really has morphed from different designs from one idea. Now it's basically the same process, and to create these little finger puppets and pencil toppers you will need a couple of supplies. First you're going to need some cardstock or pattern paper, and this is a great project for scraps. You're also going to want to have some basic craft supplies, glossy accents, a mini stapler, some double-sided tape, and literally any paper smooches, stamp set, or die. Now I'll be using Forest Whimsy. I'll be using that little hedgehog right there. And then I'll also be using Falling for You, the little monster image, for this video example. Now to begin, you want to create your little images and characters by using your Paper Smooches products. We do this by die cutting, stamping, fussy cutting, and coloring, as well as decorating them with embellishments and twine. So for these two images, I fussy cut and paper pieced each image. Now this is a great way for kids to get involved. What you can do is just stamp the image on white cardstock and then let them color it. Then you would have to fussy cut it out and finish the process, but it's a great way to get them involved. Another tip is that I know this project is one that will be used over and over and with lots of hands touching it, so it could possibly ruin quickly. So I don't really take a lot of effort into making these. For this one I just die cut, fussy cut, and then added some little eyeballs. It really was a simple process. Now replacements are easy to make, so you can add as many details as you'd like. Now another tip is for the back of this puppet or pencil topper. For my video examples, all I did was created a solid backing by stamping the image onto colored cardstock, similar to this, and then I just fussy cut the entire image out and then attached all my paper pieces. Now on some of the images, let me see, this one, all I did was die cut the image and then fussy cut on top of it, and then placed my fussy cutting on top of it actually. Now on some other ones, like this little Frankenstein, I didn't do anything. So again, it's however fancy you want to get with these creations. Now I did notice that when I do have a backing like this or a solid colored backing, my puppet and pencil topper was more sturdy. So that's something to keep in mind. Now once you've created your images, we're going to create the bottom. Now for finger puppets, which you can see here and here, there are two different sizes for backing. This one is a finger puppet that goes on your finger pretty far down, and it's a big bottom piece. And then for the top of the finger, it's just a little one, but it's the same process. So all you're going to want to do, let's do this bigger piece first. For a larger piece that fits on your finger, all you do is take about a 2" by 2" piece of paper, place double-sided tape on one edge, fold it around into a cylinder, push it down so that it attaches, and then I like to staple the top of it together, and then I like to staple the bottom piece so that, and I just staple the bottom where the tape has adhered, and at the top I squish it down and staple the whole entire thing. That way I know it's secure. And then all I would do is take my glossy accents, apply it on the back of my puppet image, and then I would attach him to my finger puppet bottom. Now if I'm going to make a bottom that just fits on the top of my finger, I do the exact same thing, only this piece of paper is about 1/2 inch by 2 inches, and I roll it around into a cylinder, and again I staple just where the tape has adhered. And now because this fits on the top of my finger, I do the exact same thing to the top and bottom. So it's a complete cylinder all the way through. I put my glossy accents on, and then I flip my image over and I attach this using my finger. Now for these little ones, I like to attach it close to the bottom. I'm not sure if you can see this because it's laying down, but I'm trying to let it dry. But see how it's really close to the bottom of my image? I like to do that for a number of reasons, and I'll mention it later on in the video. So just keep that in mind. And that's how you can create your finger puppets. Now the process is the exact same for the pencil toppers, only you want to cut a piece of paper that's about 1 1/4 inch by 1 3/4 inch. Remove your double-sided tape and create a cylinder. Now a great way to get this to adhere well is to put it on top of your pencil and push down. And then I like to staple the cylinder closed, and sometimes I can get my stapler into the bottom, but this one I cannot, so I won't worry about it. And then I will just adhere my image using glossy accents again and let him dry. And that's it. It's really simple. Now there's a couple of ideas that I have for this. These pencil toppers make great gifts for little kids, but they also are great for adults. You can make these as desk or table friends. So what you would do is create your little image, and then instead of placing them on a pencil or on your finger, they just sit on your desk. And that's why I like to place these down near the bottom, because they just sit right up on your desk, and then your friend can look at it and smile when they're having a bad day. And you can also use these for great holidays and other occasions. So here's a Halloween and a Christmas finger puppet, and it's really fun for the kids to get involved with those holidays. Now I hope that you will create some of these friends or finger puppets and even pencil toppers. Please leave a comment below with a link to your creation or project. Please take a picture of these little friends on your desk. I'd love to check it out. Thanks so much for watching.